You are boiling up inside and you say that you have given up anger. We keep saying that we have given up anger, but in fact, we are not able to do so. There is a difference between merely saying and actually doing it. Till we don't renounce anger, till we are filled with vanity and anger, what shall we be able to achieve in the field of religion, knowledge, and spiritualism? Until you transform yourself mentally, you won't be able to develop spiritualism in your life. Until there is no spiritualism in your life, you won't attain true happiness in it. You don't need to be educated about religion. In fact, there never was such a need. Do you ask why? Because religion was already there where you were born and you grew up with it. If you are born in the house of a Hindu, you are naturally initiated into Hindu religion. You did not have to ask to be taught. You learned everything and now you don't even need a certificate to prove it. If you are born in a Muslim family, then the Muslim religion became your own. If you are born in a Christian family, you became a Christian. You did not choose your religion. Rather, it was thrust upon you. On the other hand, spiritualism cannot be imposed. Its knowledge has to be acquired. If you enter into spiritualism, you shall ask what are the Vedas, Puranas, Shastras, gods, and who is Shiva. You don't know much about them. You may have seen the pictures of Lord Rama holding a bow and arrow in his hands. This image has been imposed on your brain. If I say to you to go outside, and if Rama appears in an ordinary guise wearing a dhoti kurta with a shawl in his hand, then he shall walk past you, but you won't even recognize him. This is because you have never seen Lord Rama in reality. You only know his image as you have seen in the pictures and paintings. Even the artists who have drawn these pictures are ordinary men and have never seen Lord Rama. They just imagined a picture of Rama through all that they had read in the Ramayana. Thus they drew the pictures, but imagination is never the same as reality. But who shall explain this to the artist that this may not be the real image of Rama? Religion at least cannot do this. Religion says, this is Rama and so do I. But if Rama appears in a different attire, wearing a simple dhoti and kurta, then will we be able to recognize him? No, we won't. Then how can we recognize him? Only when there is a deluge of joy. And when can joy be attained? Only when you have a guru. He may be any guru, but he must be a real guru, not a fraud. He must not be deceitful, a liar, or selfish. A real guru is called Brahma. He is called Vishnu, for he can bestow one with true knowledge. Then, when you shall close your eyes, joy shall generate from within, and the real form of Rama shall appear in your conscience. Then there shall remain no need to see his pictures in the outside world. As soon as you close your eyes and concentrate, the image of Rama shall appear before you, and thus you shall be able to devote yourself in the divine feet of Lord Rama. Twadeeyam Vastu Tubyamevam Samarpayeth. That is, my body, my soul belong to you. All these have been given to me by you, and I devote them in your feet. This feeling of devotion cannot be evolved from some external source. From an external source, it shall only be hypocrisy. I may go to a temple, but still not feel devoted. But if I am devoted deep inside, then even if I sit at home, I shall be able to achieve the realization of Lord Rama. Then an aura, a radiance, a brilliance shall reflect on my face, and divine rays shall surround my whole body. Even Lord Rama and Krishna must have undergone the process of dhyan, for a divine aura was present surrounding their physical forms. In his age, Krishna's true form was not realized by anyone. This is why Krishna had to face so many atrocities. From his very early childhood, murderous attempts were made on his life. Agasur, Varkasur went to kill him. Kamsa kept harassing him. When he jumped in river Yamuna, a huge snake tried to kill him. He was born in Mathura, but he had to finally settle down hundreds of miles away in Gujarat. All this happened because the people of that age could not recognize him. And in the battle of Mahabharat, while giving a discourse which is known as Gita, he had to say, "You are all fools. You are not recognizing me. I am Lord Krishna. I am God. And if you can't understand this, then in simpler words, among all the trees, people is the best. Then I am people. Among all rivers, I am Ganga." Why did Krishna have to say all this? He had to say this because the people were not able to understand him, because they did not have a guru who could tell them that this ordinary looking person who is present in Mahabharat is a part of God. He is an incarnation of God. If there had been such a guru, then Krishna would not have to tell all this to the world himself. Tulasi Ramayana was written only 4 centuries back. Tulasi was born in the times of Akbar. Meera, Sur, Tulasi, Kabir all were born about 400 years back. Tulasi wrote Ramayana, and we are well acquainted with the image of Rama formed by Tulasi. But Valmiki was there when Rama was born. He saw Rama with his own eyes. When Rama renounced Sita, she stayed in the hermitage of sage Valmiki. Hence in his Ramayana, Valmiki wrote all that he saw about Rama, his thoughts, his actions, everything. And when Valmiki went to bless him, Rama said, "On the outside, I may appear to be very much distressed, but inside me, there is a rush of joy because inside me, the Kundalini has been activated." This incident has been included in Valmiki Ramayana. And even Krishna has said in Gita, "Kundalini bhaveta purvam sapurva anandatvavet." That is, this joy can be generated when the feelings of the heart are developed. But I feel that in such a vast population of India, there are hardly 1 or 2 persons who know what Kundalini is, how it can be activated, or how we can meditate upon it. You may live 15-20 years and you may feel happy that you have accomplished a religious task by offering some money in the temple. This is what you think is religion. You think that you have offered half-kilo sweets in the temple, or that you have offered some food to a poor person, then you have followed your religion. Dharma or duty is something else. You had extra money and you gave it away in charity and thought that you have followed Dharma. A poor man has no money and hence he does not do all that you have done. This does not at all mean that he is in any way inferior to you. The real wealth which he possesses is of joy, of divinity, of the greatness of a guru. He knows how to realize God. He has not tried to look for God outside, but has nurtured an image of Him within his own soul. And if he has done this, then the moment he goes into the state of meditation, he experiences joy and contentment. Thus he is able to complete the process of attaining totality of life. You too can reach the heights achieved by great men. You are men and can achieve greatness. You only need a dharma, a thought process, an ability to understand spiritualism, and a competent guide. Without a guide, you shall stray away from the correct path, and having reached an age of 50 to 60 years, you shall stop somewhere and die. This is why I am trying to explain to you what the right path is. Even I know what religion is. I know about it and I can narrate the Valmiki Ramayana better than you can. I can recite the whole Gita and all the mantras of Yajurveda. I can explain all parts of astrology in detail to you. I can even forecast your future. But despite all this, it is not necessary that I can achieve true joy. I may have $1 million, but still I may feel distressed and may suffer from tensions, anxieties, and ailments. The real achievement shall be when I attain true joy. And joy can be attained only through a guru when he tells what to adopt, how to elevate your lives, how to achieve the realization of gods, how to devote yourselves in their feet. A book cannot teach you all this. For this, a live person is needed who can provide solutions to all your queries and problems. A life of totality can be attained only through sadhana. Till there is no sadhana, your body cannot become well balanced. Until you achieve good health, you cannot attain totality of life. And if you do not achieve totality, you shall lead an incomplete life. In order to achieve the fulfillment of life, 1 month is enough, 2 months are enough, some months are enough, and even 400 years may be too less. Thus you should strive to attain the state of life and soul which is called total in itself. And your life must be totally devoted to all religions in general, and you should bow down before every god, whether he is Rama, Krishna, or with some other name. You should also have a guide who could tell you how to accomplish sadhana. Sadhana means chanting of mantras through which you can reach the Guru and obtain divine joy, which forms the basis of life from him. You may have spent any type of life, but in 1 year you shall realize that the path of sadhana leads to true joy, where there are no sorrows, no tensions, no anxieties, no problems, and no fear. There you shall only find joy, happiness, and divine bliss. And this sadhana can be accomplished by a 70-year-old woman and even by a 15-year-old boy. A person can become enlightened at an age of just 12 years, as happened with Gurudev, or he may not achieve it even till an age of 100 years. Age does not matter, only the path, the thought process must be correct. If we do not have any devotion, then it won't matter if we go to a temple or a mosque or a church. What is needed is that the God should be established in our souls, our conscience should be awakened, and all this is possible only through sadhana. I have studied the religious texts and the shastras. You name any shastra and I can narrate all its contents. I am not being vain, but I do feel proud that these texts have been produced in India by our ancestors, our sages. We can achieve totality of life only by studying these texts, but in such a short lifespan, you cannot study all the texts. You can only obtain their essence through a guru. What is right for me? Which line of thought should I follow? Which sadhana should I perform? How can the kundalini be activated? How can the conscience be awakened? How can I go into dhyan? How can I make my mind thoughtless and meditate for half an hour? How can I achieve the realization of God? Is it possible for me to achieve all this? Surely you can achieve all this. Just as I am seeing you now, you can see God, feel Him, touch Him, and talk to Him. This is nothing new because the whole universe is present in me and it's present even inside you. Krishna could not have lied when he said these words. We have not realized this universe. We have only looked outside that this is Delhi, this is Calcutta, this is Bombay. All the universe is present within and can be seen by closing the eyes. How can I enter into myself? We have 7 bodies other than the outer physical form. In it there is Bhu, Bhuvaha, Swaha, Maha, Jana, Tapaha and Satyam. In Jinvani, Lord Mahavir has said that until you cross all 7 bodies, you won't achieve the realization of the God who is Brahma, who is the divine. I bless you, and as a guide, I tell you that through the path of spiritualism, dharma and sadhana, you shall be able to come into contact with the 7th body, and then you shall experience true joy. Then you shall achieve the realization of God, which is your desire and wish. And this you can achieve in the next 4 to 6 months. May you realize your deity in your lifetime. A sadhak had once asked me, when should one renounce family life? Can we accomplish sadhana living in a household? Or is it necessary to accomplish sadhana in a secluded place? In all the Shastras I have read, there is not one instance when someone has renounced family or social life. If I leave my wife, I shall start a discourse with you. If I leave you, I may go and meet the sadhaks in Mauritius. When Lord Buddha left his house, he started preaching to the sadhvis. The question is what you are doing and not where you are doing it. It is not necessary that you shall be able to concentrate in a secluded place. One cannot achieve totality of life by renouncing the household. Real manliness is living in a household, facing troubles and still acquiring happiness, contentment and completeness. This is what life should be like. If you renounce your household and leave your family in the hands of others, if you have sons and daughters and you leave them to fend for themselves, then I feel that this is an act of cowardice. Lord Rama lived as a householder. So did Lord Krishna and so did several other gods. Renouncing the household means you are experiencing some weakness in yourself. If we are complete in ourselves, then we can achieve fulfillment in life, living even in a household. I bless you and tell you that you shall achieve the realization of God, which is your desire and wish. May you realize your deity in your lifetime.